Good evening again, and welcome to the 2019 Milford, Miami Township Chamber Dinner of Excellence. My name is Ron Swager. I'm president of the Chamber. At this time, I would like to ask Lieutenant Kevin Petroselli and Pastor Corey Knopp to join me on stage. At this time, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Miami Township Color Guard. Please remain standing as Miami Township Police Lieutenant Kevin Petroselli leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Lieutenant Petroselli. Please welcome Corey Knopp, family pastor of First Baptist Church in Milford, to perform tonight's invocation.
Let's all bow for prayer. Our Father, we thank you for the day that you've given to us, and thank you for allowing us to be here this evening. We thank you so much for the effort and ability that's represented in this room, and thank you for the dedication and hard work. And thank you so much for these servants in our community. Thank you for everything that they do for us. I pray you bless them in a special way. Give us a wonderful evening, and we do love you and thank you for everything that you've done for us. It's in Jesus' name that we do pray. Amen.
Thank you, Corey, and thank you, Lieutenant Petroselli. Will Carl Schultz and Fred Albrecht please join me on the stage? While they make their way here, I just want to take this time to recognize the Chamber Board of Directors in attendance this evening, as without them, we wouldn't be able to put on such an important event. Would each board member please stand and give a round of applause to these local business leaders? Again, thank all of you for your support and dedication to the Chamber. Yeah, you guys can sit, sorry. Okay, at this time, I'd like to welcome City of Milford Mayor Fred Albrecht.
Thank you for having us tonight. Certainly on behalf of the city, as well as my fellow council members, our citizens, we're very proud to be here for an event of this nature. The Dinner of Excellence is certainly near and dear to our hearts. We just want to wish you all a very good evening tonight, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Fred. Carl, I'd like to welcome Miami Township trustee person Carl Schultz.
Well, welcome everybody. You are in Miami Township, best place in the world to live. Thank you for being here tonight. This is a great evening. We're talking about our educators, those who work with our young people, and the leaders of the future. So thank you for being here. Again, welcome to Miami Township.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Fred. Welcome again to a wonderful night to celebrate our community, our schools, our educators, our students, our staff, and our business partners. I want to thank our event sponsors who have helped to make this evening possible. Fairfax Credit Union, SHP Leading Design, Texas Roadhouse, GSM Recycling, Park National Bank, Talamed, RDI Corporation, Miami Township, and the City of Milford. At this time, I would like to recognize our elected and community leaders in attendance this evening. I'm thrilled to see so many of you here tonight to honor our local educators. If you could please stand when your name is called, and we could all hold our applause until the end, it would be greatly appreciated. Starting with the City of Milford, we have Mayor Fred Albrecht, Vice Mayor Amy Brewer, Councilperson Ed Brady, Councilperson Kim Chamberlain, and City Manager Michael Doss. From Miami Township, we have Trustee and Chair Carl Schultz, Trustee and Vice Chair Ken Tracy, Trustee Mary Wolf, Fiscal Officer Eric Ferry, and Township Administrator Jeff Wright. From Claremont County, we welcome Commissioner Ed Humphrey, Judge James Shriver, and Claremont Visitors Bureau President Jeff Blum. From Great Oaks, we welcome President Harry Snyder, and from Milford Christian Academy, Dr. Brian Ragel, School Administrator. And last but not least, from Milford Schools, we welcome Mary Ann Will, President of Milford Schools Foundation, George Lucas, President of the Milford Board of Education, Debbie Marks, Vice President of the Board of Education, Chris Ham, Board Member, Andrea Brady, Board Member, and Nancy House, Superintendent. A big round of applause to all of our local leaders. Thank you, and thank you for your service to our community. I hope you've enjoyed the wonderful music this evening, and I want to take this time to recognize the Milford High School Pops Orchestra, a new group led by band director Tim Daly. One of the pieces also included another new group, United Sound. This is a school-based instrumental music group that joins students with and without disabilities to learn and perform music together. You can learn more about them in the program. Weren't they great? How about a round of applause for them? During dinner, entertainment will continue with the Milford High School Jazz Ensemble. This is an audition group of students from grades 9 through 12. Let's give them a hand as a thank you in advance. One final and very important item before we get ready to break for dinner. The Milford Miami Township Chamber of Commerce believes strongly in every resident exercising their right to vote. If you live in the Milford School District or anywhere there's an issue on a ballot on May 7th, I'm sure you have all heard. If not, you live under a rock, right? There are absentee ballot applications in the center of your table. If you think you will not be able to make it to the polls on May 7th, or if you just want to be sure to get your vote in, please take one and send it in. I'm going to switch things up a little bit just before dinner. Before dinner, we want to actually reward a couple of our scholarship runners really quick. So if I could have Kim Chamberlain and Mike McCurdy, as well as Sophie Elliman, come to the stage, please.
Sophie will be receiving 2 scholarships tonight, but she has her final orchestra dress rehearsal tonight downtown. So we're going to present both of them right now. First, I'll be presenting the Mary Ann Parton Scholarship, Sophie Elliman, Milford High School. Mary Ann Parton thrived on the daily task involved with the chamber and cherished her relationships with the business owners within the community, from Frontier Days to the annual spring dinner to various business outings and meetings. Mary Ann flourished from the involvement and camaraderie. From this, she began to involve herself with the Milford Education Committee. She understood the importance of a solid education and committed herself to making advancements in the Milford Exempted School System and Live Oaks program. Her impact on education remains as verified by the Mary Ann Parton Scholarship. This $500 scholarship is given every year to an outstanding graduating senior who exemplifies a high level of achievement. The scholarship is renewable for $500 the second year. This year's Mary Ann Parton Scholarship winner is Sophie Elliman. During her time at Milford High School, Sophie has excelled in both academics and community service. She will graduate second in her class of 492 students with a GPA of 5.035. Wow. Sophie has volunteered for a number of organizations, and she was co-director of the Miami Township Constitution Day, where she helped local elementary students learn about the founding of the United States government. She is also an accomplished violinist, playing with the Northern Kentucky Youth Symphonia, and she provides support to veterans through the Nick Erdy Foundation. Congratulations, Sophie.
Sophie will also receiving a $5,000 scholarship from the Milford Schools Foundation. This scholarship is the Fly Family Scholarship, made possible by a posthumous endowment from Joanne Fly, a 1948 Milford graduate and the daughter of former Milford Superintendent James H. Fly. The criteria: academic achievement, community service, and financial need. So, Sophie, congratulations to you.
Congratulations again, Sophie. At this time, we will start dinner. Please wait for your table to be called, and don't forget to visit the amazing chocolate buffet provided by Tickle Sweet in the back of the room. We'll get started with the awards around 6:45. Bon appetit, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone has enjoyed or is still enjoying dinner. Just want to take this time to thank the Oasis Conference Center and their staff for hosting such a wonderful evening. One quick correction for everyone, just for space and everything. We did not put any of the absentee ballots on the table just because of salads and things like that. They are out front where everyone checked in and got your name badges. So please, as you're leaving this evening, if you want to grab one, please grab one on your way out. I do want to take this time to thank one very special person. I'm looking for the camera, that way we have video evidence of it. Without him, none of this would be possible. The air we breathe, everything. Mr. Chris Ham, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you live under a rock and you haven't seen it on Facebook, Chris just runs everything. Okay, that's what we talk about. We were just joking about, like, without him, none of this would be possible. So. Okay, we are going to move forward with our program for the evening. First, it's time to award some very deserving students. So could all presenters and scholarship winners please join me stage left. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Charles Evans to begin the presentations.
Thank you, Ron. I'm here this evening to award the Frontier Days Scholarship. Frontier Days began with a group of businesses and concerned citizens of the community of Milford 47 years ago. Frontier Days was organized completely by volunteers. Nonprofit organizations were invited to participate to help with their fundraising efforts. Funds raised by these committees go to assist our community to be a better place to work and to live. The $500 non-renewable Frontier Day Scholarship was set to recognize and award an individual who has excelled in academics and takes time to volunteer and give back to their community. Congratulations to Madison Chitwood, winner of the 2019 Frontier Day Scholarship. Madison will graduate with a 4.86 GPA, a 4.0 unweighted, which means she received all A's in high school. In addition, Madison is dedicated to her community, as shown by her earning the Gold Presidential Service Award for 100 hours of community service. Madison is also an award-winning oboist and a track and field athlete. Congratulations, Madison.
One point I want to announce is that Maddie, over here to the right, in front of the Milford Miami Township banner, she's going to be taking photos for you after you've received your award. So once you exit the stage, please make your way over to her. At this time, I'd like to welcome the man of the hour, Chris Ham.
Good evening. The Milford Miami Township Chamber of Commerce was established in 1947. We are one of the oldest chambers in Claremont County. Our goal is to develop, promote, enhance business interest in our community through and establish vital connections with government, education, and civic organizations. The person who receives this scholarship is heavily involved in their community. This is a $500 non-renewable scholarship and is awarded to a graduating senior that's interested in a business degree. Tonight we want to congratulate Haley Colgate, if you could come up. Haley? Haley's desire to advocate for impoverished communities is taking her to DePaul University to study nonprofit management and political science. She has a strong focus on service during high school, participating in and leading a number of service clubs. Not only that, but Haley is a scholar. She is graduating with a 3.66 GPA. Haley is a true leader, and we look forward to seeing where she goes from here. Congratulations, Haley.
At this time, I'd like to have Liz Emmons come to the stage.
Herbie Schell served on the Milford Miami Township Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Herbie was instrumental in starting the Partners in Education program, which has received several awards. This $500 non-renewable scholarship is for a graduating senior interested in an education or business degree. We are thrilled to present the 2019 Herbie Schell Scholarship to Ms. Kathleen Pryor. Kathleen has been involved in myriad activities through her high school years, including Key Club, National Honor Society, and DECA. Service is also important to Kathleen. She has given well over 100 hours of time to various organizations in our community. In addition, Kathleen has done exceptionally well academically, earning a 4.54 GPA. Kathleen is seeking a business degree from Miami University, and when she graduates, she hopes to mentor young women in business school. Congratulations, Kathleen.
Okay. Next, I'd like to welcome Jana Bill, who will be presenting the Park National Bank Scholarship.
All right, good evening. As a proud Milford graduate and resident, I always love attending this event to see our teachers, students, and business partners recognized. And I would have a very upset second grader if I didn't do a shout out to Mrs. Wolf, who is here, who has made a tremendous impact on my daughter. Now, I'll see you at the zoo tomorrow. Katie Pryor, who has joined me on stage. So for more than a century, Park National Bank has helped local families, businesses, and communities achieve financial success. Our heritage is firmly rooted in values of service, integrity, and local community commitment. This year's scholarship recipient exemplifies these standards of character. A member of the National Honor Society, the Milford High School Women's Lacrosse Team, and the Milford Student Council, this year's winner brings a diverse background of experiences and highlights what a well-rounded young adult looks like in today's world. She achieved excellence in academics, earning an impressive 4.54 weighted grade point average. All the while, she served the community through a variety of projects, taking her to new cities such as Detroit, Baltimore, Milwaukee, and Houston, tallying over 100 hours of community service throughout her high school career. She has developed a passion for encouraging others to volunteer and plans to mentor other young women in the business sector upon her graduation. And as you heard, I believe she'll be joining Miami University. Yeah. So I'm very pleased to present the 2019 Park National Bank Scholarship to Katie Pryor. Please join me in congratulating Katie.
Before our next presenter comes up, I wanted to make one quick correction. Haley, who was our Milford Miami Township Chamber winner, her GPA is actually a 4.66. So just wanted to make sure everyone got that as well. Next, I would like to welcome Mike McCurdy to the stage. He's going to be presenting the Milford Schools Foundation Award.
The Milford Schools Foundation is an independent, not-for-profit organization established to support the academic programs, the services, and the capital improvement projects of the Milford Exempted Village School District. The Milford Schools Foundation was created 11 years ago by a group of community members who recognize the challenges that our schools face as they strive to provide the highest level of education possible.
The Milford Schools Foundation is an organization that relies on funding from individuals here in our community, corporate sponsors, as well as our generous alumni. Through the generosity of our contributors, we've been able to fund the iSpace program, which is now an integral part of Milford's curriculum. Additionally, we've been able to award scholarships. The Milford Robotics program for the upper students and the Lego Leagues in the elementary schools have all received funding from the Milford Schools Foundation. We also have awarded nearly $200,000 in scholarships and grants, which many students have benefited from. We've provided playground equipment at Seipelt Elementary, and we funded a service dog for students that have autism.
The support from the community has been fantastic, way beyond anything we ever imagined. I believe that this shows that the Milford, Miami Township area is such a special place to live. The Milford Schools Foundation, making a difference in children's lives. First of all, you all make a difference in these children's lives. You send students, deserving students, to college who might not otherwise be able to go. You recognize academic excellence, community service excellence. Tonight we are going to give 6 $5,000 scholarships. We gave the first one earlier to Sophie Ellman. The first 3 will be Milford School Foundation scholarships. These scholarships are made possible by our many sponsors, donors, and fundraising events that are held throughout the year. Alyssa Hargis will be the first recipient of one of these scholarships. Alyssa? I'm going to ask all 5 of these young women to stay here until we're all finished. Alyssa participated in marching band, National Honor Society, Winter Guard, French Club, the Eco Animal Committee, and was a teen mentor. She completed 112 hours of community service with a characteristic attitude as a volunteer instructor and with Matthew 25. She has maintained a 4.7 GPA. Alyssa was named an AP Scholar with distinction, received an AP Research and Seminar Certificate, and will graduate with an AP Capstone Diploma. Alyssa will study Environmental Studies at the University of Kentucky. The second Milford Schools Foundation goes to Catherine Gottsacker. Catherine participated in band, National Honor Society, and the Robotics Club, where she's designed a special cart to make life easier for a young handicapped child. She completed 155 hours of community service. Catherine was awarded a certificate of leadership by the school district for organizing a Constitution Day for elementary students. Catherine will graduate with a 4.72 GPA and will major in engineering at The Ohio State University. Lydia Krogge. Lydia has completed over 300 hours of community service while participating in Student Council, National Honor Society, Student Council, Photography Club, tennis team, and dance team. She is also an intern with the counseling department. She has received presidential, academic, and leadership awards for science, math, English, tennis, student council, and photography. Lydia ranks first in her class with a perfect 5.00 GPA. She will study chemical engineering at The Ohio State University. The next scholarship is the Imbus Family Scholarship. It's a $5,000 scholarship also. It is made possible by an endowment from John Imbus, the Milford class of 1959. Criteria are major in engineering, preferably civil engineering, academic achievement, community service, and financial need. Megan Pierce is this year's recipient. Megan's activities include the soccer team, National Honor Society, cross-country team, track and field, the ultimate Frisbee team. She completed 85 hours of community service. She received a certificate of academic excellence in math, was named All ECC Conference Award winner for cross-country, and a National Honor Society certificate in PIN. Megan completed 12 advanced placement courses and has maintained a 4.95 GPA. She will also graduate with an AP Capstone Diploma. She will major in mechanical engineering at the University of Dayton. There's Ellen, come on up here. The last scholarship is the Boyd E. Smith Scholarship, another $5,000 scholarship. This $5,000 scholarship is given in honor and memory of former Milford Superintendent Boyd E. Smith. The criteria are academic achievement, community service, and financial need. Ellen Victory is this year's recipient. Ellen's activities include the water polo team, swim team, lacrosse team, National Honor Society. She is a counseling department intern and is the student ambassador co-founder. She received an Excellence in Chinese Award, ECC All Conference Academic Awards, a Purdue University Award for Best 3D Print at their Top Engineering Prospect Seminar. Ellen completed 160 service hours and maintains a 4.665 GPA. She will major in biomechanical engineering and Chinese at The Ohio State University. Let's hear it for all these recipients.
Congratulations again to all of our scholarship recipients this evening. What an amazing group of young people. Please join me once again in a well-deserved round of applause for all of them. At this time, I would like to welcome Nancy House, Superintendent of Milford Schools, to the stage.
Good evening. Good evening, fellow community members, and a special welcome to our guest. I am always so proud to be a member of this community, but especially on this night, which perhaps may be one of the greatest nights of the year. Congratulations to our graduating seniors for the scholarships you have just been awarded. For many years, I organized the local scholarship program at the high school, and this is what I always shared with students. While some of you have also received very large scholarships from a university, local scholarships have special meaning connected to them. People in your own community have raised funds to invest in your future. This is the epitome of community support. Thank you to the organizations that awarded the scholarship this evening for your investment in our future. To the Milford Schools Foundation, I believe that many of our future scholarship recipients will be inspired to study STEM subjects as a result of the Foundation's financial support for our elementary students being able to take field trips to iSpace for so many years. Teachers, congratulations on being selected as your building's Teacher of the Year. You are loved by your colleagues, the staff, and especially your students. Enjoy tonight. Classified staff, congratulations on being selected as your building's Staff Member of the Year. Your superpowers keep our children fed, our buildings clean, our students learning, and our principals organized. Business and nonprofit partners, education is a community responsibility, and we are immensely grateful for your time and support. The Business Partner Award is named to honor Don and Jean Ackerman for their many years of service to our community. Sponsors, thank you for your support to make this a special community event to honor excellence in our schools. Thank you to the Chamber for planning a great evening. Finally, retirees. This evening is the start of many retirement celebrations. Words cannot express how blessed our students, family, and community have been by you. Let's reflect back to our senior students who just received scholarships. These students are here through their hard work, focus, good decisions, their families' support and love, the support of a courageous community, and the dedication, love, and support of their teachers and principals. Even if you did not directly teach these students, you worked on programs, planned field trips, and supported other educators who positively impacted them. Thank you and congratulations. At this time, I would like 3 Milford legends to join me up here: Dan Wills, Missy Borger, and Don Baker. We're really going to miss Dan Wells. Dan is a Milford graduate and returned to work in Milford's maintenance department. Everyone knows Dan. Dan takes care of all of us. Really want to commend Dan for stepping up to serve as the president of the Classified Employees Association for many, many years, and through that has truly taken care of colleagues. I will miss Dan coming in to check on me many mornings, usually very early, about 6:30 in the morning, and I wish him the best in retirement. Congratulations, Dan. Don Baker started his career as an elementary teacher in Lakota, where he taught for 9 years. I'm sure he was an amazing teacher. He came to Milford in 1997 as the assistant principal at Boydie Smith Elementary. 2 years later, he became the principal at Charles L. Seipelt Elementary, and he served in that role for 4 years. He became the very first principal of McCormick Elementary in 2003 and served in that role for 15 years. This past year, he has served the district as the coordinator of special education. Congratulations, Don, on an incredible 31 years as an educator. Milford. Yeah. Okay, said a legend. Missy Borger attended Milford schools from kindergarten through 12th grade. She then returned to Milford to do her student teaching at Pleasant Hill Elementary. She was a teacher at Pleasant Hill Elementary from 1985 to 2002, 17 years. She then became an assistant principal at Milford, Maine for 1 year, 2002 to 2003. Then she was principal at Seipelt Elementary for the next 10 years, 2003 to 2013. And the last 6 years, she's been principal at Pattison Elementary. So 34 years as an educator in Milford schools, but 13 years prior to that. Yeah. Yes, you are a legend.
Not even that old.
No, you're not. Yes, yeah, and I think we're the same age, so we won't talk. So. Congratulations, Mrs.
Thank you so much. That makes me sound older. I know it is. Yes. Thank you.
It is now my honor to introduce Doug Savage, principal of Boydie Smith Elementary.
Well, good evening, everyone. While I'm waiting for the rest of my crew to join me, let me say from the administration, I have the pleasure of going first of all the buildings in Milford, but thanks to Dan and Don and Missy, and thanks for the many years of just awesome working together and the friendship, and think of us in August, if you would. I'd appreciate that. The Boydie Smith business partner this year is Peterman Busing, and they have the great distinction of every day being on our campus as our business partner. And so I want to congratulate them, and as representatives of the dedicated employees, we have Judd Phillips and Mindy Wilson representing them tonight. So thank you very, very much. Mindy has been driving a bus for many, many years for Boyd E. Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
The classified staff member this year is Jennifer Miller, and come on up, Jennifer. Jennifer works in our cafeteria and makes lunchtime at Boyd E. Smith an incredible experience for students, and just thank you so much for your service and making it special for students. Thank you so much. So boys and girls, Mrs. Wolf is our 2018-19 Teacher of the Year.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Jane, for being a marvelous, incredible, special, wonderful, amazing teacher every day for our students. It makes such a difference, and thank you so, so much.
Thank you, Principal Savage. And I'd like to say heartfelt appreciation for this team, as my son actually attends Boyd E. Smith, and Miss Mindy is my son's bus driver as well. So congratulations again to all of you guys. At this time, I'd like to welcome Principal Melissa Lewis to join me on stage, as well as all Charles L. Seipelt Elementary honorees. Dear to
Good evening. I am very honored this evening, along with the principals at Pattison and at at Meadowview, to recognize our business partner of the year, Judy Krebs. Judy, come on up. Judy is from the Claremont County Soil and Water Conservation District, and she comes to our schools on a monthly basis to really inspire our children, and she does an amazing job. They are so excited when she joins us. So we just want to thank you for everything that you do for our students. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Judy. Congratulations. Thank you.
Seipelt's classified staff member of the year is Daryl Couch. Daryl, come on up. Daryl is one of our night shift custodians, and he works harder than so many people that I know, and he tells us every day how blessed he is to be a part of the Milford team, where really we are blessed to have him as part of our team. Congratulations, Daryl.
Thank you so much.
Teacher of the Year. We are here to tell you that we are so proud that you are at Seipelt, because you do an amazing job for us every day. Thank you.
You're holding a ton of
you. The kids have some special things for you. Oh my goodness, thank you everyone.
Last year, Miss Rice was Teacher of the Year.
Yeah, girls, would you be excited for Mrs. Wiesner right now?
Yeah.
Can we give her a big round of applause?
Our Teacher of the Year. So proud of you. Steph has been at Cy-Pelt for 15 years. This is her 16th year in education, and she has really dedicated all of her time and her commitment to her students and their growth. I have only known her a short time, but she has taught me so much in the short time that I have known her, and we are just very, very excited for her this evening. So congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Principal Lewis. At this time, can I have Principal Tom Wilson as well as all the McCormick Elementary honorees joining us to stage as well?
Good evening. Again, I echo the sentiments of my colleagues and thank the Chamber for such a wonderful evening. First off, I'd like to recognize McCormick's Business Partner of the Year. It's Big B Coffee, so if Amy and Dustin Hepburn would come on up. So, on behalf of McCormick, we thank them for their partnerships and contributions to our school and the community. Amy and Dustin continually support our school on a regular basis, and we're lucky to have them in our backyard, literally. Again, thank you for all the support. Congratulations. Thank you. At McCormick this year, we have one retiree, and I'm sad to see her go. As one of the legends up earlier was Don Baker, and to follow Don's shoes is a hard task. And one of the first days I went into the office, I met Lori Ellis. And Lori, come on up. Is Lori up? Is Lori back here? Oh, she's out. And I'll never forget when I walked in, didn't really know Lori. I met her when I got introduced in the spring. I'll never forget, she said, "Tom, welcome," gave me a big hug, and from then on, I'm sad to see her go. She's been a rock at McCormick, 27 years in the district, 5 different schools. So she's made a tour of Milford. She will be missed by her colleagues and her students, and I can't say enough. She will be truly missed at McCormick. So I wish you the best. Travel, play some golf, enjoy retirement. At this time, I'd like to bring Cindy Cassettis up on the stage. Cindy is being recognized as our Classified Volunteer of the Year. Cindy's given 22 years of service to the Milford Exempted Village School District as an instructional aide, many different roles. We were laughing earlier. This year she's working with a kindergarten student, and when I walked in with balloons, the kids thought we were getting married. So what a great... We're having one heck of a reception. So, hey. So I can't say enough. Again, likewise, I think I called Cindy when 8 assignments were coming out in the beginning of the year, and I said, "Cindy, I got news for you. You're going back to kindergarten." And she did it with a smile. Love having her in our building. She does a great job, and she is truly part of our family. So, Cindy, congratulations. Congratulations, you're our Educator of the Year.
Oh my gosh.
congratulations to Susie Kool-Lady, as we like to say at McCormick, on being our Educator of the Year. You know, you have the biography or in the program. Her colleagues basically wrote my speech, and that's a testament to what she does at our building. When you hear terms like she's a gift to McCormick, she's the heart and soul of our building, that tells you the person that Susie is. So congratulations, Susie. I speak not only as a colleague, but also as a McCormick parent. My daughter had Susie in kindergarten. I can't say enough for what all she does at McCormick. And I'll end it on this. A colleague summed it up best about Susie. She's deserving of this award not because of any individual story, but because of the stories she creates every day. I can't say it enough. Congratulations, Susie.
Thank you, Principal Wilson. At this time, would Principal Kelly Ellison join me on the stage, as well as all Meadowview Elementary honorees?
So good evening. It is my honor this evening to present Mrs. Kara Hutchinson as our Classified Staff of the Year. However, I like to think of her as one of our Educators and Teachers of the Year. She is our media specialist at Meadowview, and she is wonderful, and the kids look forward to her course every day. Thank you. To see me all dressed up for math night. I forgot it was filming day. But we like to have fun at Meadowview, and so does Mrs. Cox, our Educator of the Year. We appreciate her for her dedication to our students and staff at Meadowview. She is truly a team player and a Monstar educator. Thank you, Mrs. Cox.
Thank you, Principal Ellison. At this time, would Principal Sarah Greb, as well as all Mulberry Elementary honorees, join us to the stage left?
Good evening. I have Mrs. Mina Espy up here, our assistant principal, because we're a team. So, so she's going to go ahead with our first one.
Yes. So the Mulberry Business Partner, this year we would like to thank and recognize Melissa and Ella from the Cincinnati Nature Center for their partnership and contributions to our school and community. They have developed a primary nature club for our students that they absolutely have so much fun with. Mrs. Greb and I are not the most naturistic people. Like, I don't even know what word to use because we don't like to be outside and in the mud and all of that. We kill all of our plants. So it's great to have them that, you know, are really building these experiences for our students to be able to have that. I know they found a praying mantis, is it a nest? Egg casing out in our back lot. So that was a really cool surprise for our students, but it was a secret. Do they know yet? I don't think so. They don't know yet. So if you see any of our primary students, don't tell them. It's a secret for them to kind of see that hatch. I had to YouTube it myself and kind of see what that was going to look like. But we really want to thank them for their partnership.
Very nice. Thank you. We love you guys.
So at this time, I'd like to call Mrs. Terry Grodhouse up here. I know, I'm sad too. So Terry will be retiring at the end of this year. She has been with the Milford District for 33 years. She has bounced around Milford, Maine, Boydie Smith, and then she ended at Mulberry. And my first year in the district, I actually had the pleasure of teaching her son. So I feel very connected to Terry, and we will miss her greatly. She is a mother figure, a friend, a stability for our students and our staff. So we will miss her, but we know that she will have lots of fun coming up, and she'll have a good honey-do list for Alan as he retires too. So long. So thank you, Terry, for all of your service and your support. We will miss you next year.
We would also like to recognize Marcia Belk as our Classified Employee of the Year for Mulberry. She is an amazing treasure that we have in our cafeteria staff, making sure that not only our students are well fed, but they enjoy what they're eating, and that, you know, she is building a relationship with each and every one of our students. They're happy to see her, whether they see her first thing at breakfast or, you know, throughout the day at lunch. So we really want to thank Marcia for her dedication to our students here at Mulberry.
Mrs. Winemaker, we are here for a very special announcement. We know that you are an MLB All-Star, and we're so excited that you are our MLB All-Star for the school year and our Educator of the Year. Thank you for all you do for our students every day here at Mulberry. We love you. Big shout out to Mrs. Winemaker.
At this time, it's my honor and privilege to recognize Mrs. Beth Wanamaker for her commitment and dedication to our students, families, and our school community. We appreciate all that she does on a daily basis for both our students and our staff, and she truly is an MLB All-Star, and we're so lucky that she's part of our team. So thank you, Beth.
Thank you, Principal Greb. At this time, could I have Principal Melissa Borger join me on stage, as well as all the Patterson Elementary honorees?
First, I would like to welcome our one retiree, besides myself, from Pattison, Miss Annette Cassidy. Miss Annette Cassidy, she works in our kitchen. She is part of the nutrition services staff. She greets our kids with a smile every day. She's retiring after 12 years of service. However, I have known her way longer than that, from back at my days at Cypelt when she was a parent at Cypelt. So we will truly miss you at Pattison.
Thank you so much.
Next, I would like to recognize our classified Staff of the Year, Mr. Dennis Meek. Come on up. Okay, that's just Pattison back there. Don't worry about them. Dennis, he is awesome. This is his first year as our head custodian at Pattison, and he has won everybody's heart at Pattison, from the teaching staff to the students. He has been awesome with our new recycling and composting. He loves it, don't you, Dennis? Yeah, he's doing great. So we are so happy to have him at Pattison, and he has been a true gem to have during cafeteria every day. Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are here to announce our Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Osola. Okay, Amy is an awesome teacher. She teaches third grade language arts. She came to us from Chicago a few years ago, and she has just been a ray of sunshine ever since she arrived in the building. She has such a positive, smiley appearance every day. We all love her. She brought some great training to Pattison, which is part of what you've heard through this for our presentation, just to engage students, and she's just a wonder, and we love her. So congratulations, Mrs. Osola. You're awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's it.
Thank you, Principal Borger. At this time, could I have Principal Rob Dunn and all the Milford Junior High School honorees joining us on stage?
I always have to do the adjustment. The next person can raise it up. At Milford Junior High School, we have quite a few retirees this year, so we adjusted our script a little bit. We decided not to recognize a business partner this year or a classified employee because we have so many people retiring. We wanted to take a moment and share a little bit about them. I'm going to work in reverse order. Some people who are not here tonight. We have L.C. Nolan, who was a custodian in our building for the last 10 years. He retired in December. While he is not here at this time, he did amazing work for us and was a team member with us at the junior high. So L.C. Nolan. Our next contestant is also one of the Walk the Moms, which should be Mrs. Patrika, who after 18 years is deciding to hang it up, not permanently. She's still going to do a little bit of work on the side with us and maybe formally become a Walk the Mom. So Mrs. Patrika, after 18 years, is retiring. We have Sherry Smithson, after 28 years with Milford Schools. I think she's maybe going to do a little work with real estate is the plan. She doesn't know that yet, but it might be the plan. Or insurance, with the husband. I've been talking to him at the MAC, and he's working on a little something. So Sherry, who's been in quite a few of our buildings throughout the years and ends her career probably been there the last 12 or 13 at Milford Junior High School. Sherry Smithson. The less than better half of Terry Grotehouse, we have Alan Grotehouse, who also will be retiring after 33 years. And I just want to say, I don't think we always factor in how many families work together and are families of educators who are families inside of our communities, who build their families inside of Milford. Their children go through Milford, and they give their entire lives to it. So to see both of them retiring at the same time is kind of beautiful. So I'm super excited for them. So congratulations, Alan. And Terry. It looks like I've called everybody, but I haven't. Jackie Varney is one of the secretaries at Milford Junior High School. She is not here tonight because one of the many challenges we have as we get older is that so do our parents. So some of our obligations require us to assist with other things, and she is home with her mom, who had some surgery yesterday. So Jackie Varney, after 32 years, is retiring from Milford Schools. And those of you who know Jackie, you know there is no Thelma without Louise. Connie Stevens is also retiring at the end of this school year after 33 years, not only with Milford Schools, but at Milford Junior High School. And those of you who know, I don't know who doesn't know Connie. If you don't, you have to crawl out from the rock you were under. Connie, in my personal opinion, I would consider her not only the heart of Milford Junior High School, but she is also one of the hearts of this community. And those of you who know what she is courageously working through right now, she is one of the strongest human beings I've ever known in my life. And I am excited that she has an opportunity to retire after 33 years. So thank you. Well, hello. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you?
What's happening?
It's great.
It's not your birthday.
Why is there a camera?
It's an intervention.
Well, Reagan, we are announcing Milford Junior High's Educator of the Year for this school year, and it's Mrs. Farrell.
Miss Farrell!
Good job, Reagan.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations. We have a script, so I have to limit this. I won't get into the fact that I've known her for 30 years. And when she first met me sitting in a math class, she was petrified that she was sitting next to one of the boys from the Valley of Reading. And who would have thought in 30 years we would have become two of the best friends ever. So it is an honor for me to be here to recognize her. And I know Milford Junior High community and the staff, they appreciate everything that she does. She is solid, consistent, and there are few who can produce achievement results the way she does with children. She knows how to push them to their absolute best potential, and she does it day after day, year after year. 18 years with Milford Schools. Jenny Farrell. They have money for you and gift cards and BOGO scratch-offs.
Thank you, Rob, for letting me adjust the mic again. Appreciate it. At this time, could I have Principal Josh Kaufman and all the Milford High School honorees join us to the stage left, please?
Good evening. Thank you to the Chamber for a wonderful, wonderful evening. I would like to first start by recognizing our Business Partner of the Year at Milford High School. 2 years ago, Sarah Huseman and some close friends saw a need in our community, and they saw students that came to school and maybe they looked very typical, but they had needs outside of school that maybe weren't being met. And she and her army of warriors banded together and formed Feed Our Flock, which has served many of our buildings, but especially our high school students in so many ways. They provided a full Thanksgiving meal to our students at the Success Academy back in the fall. They stocked cabinets in our building for students, no questions asked, that can come and get food or snacks or items that they need just to get through the day. I'm not sure that any organization that touches Milford High School has made such an impact in 2 short years as Feed Our Flock. So it is my absolute honor to recognize Feed Our Flock as Milford High School's Business Partner of the Year. I'd next like to recognize Mr. David French, who is retiring this year from Milford High School after 31, I believe, years of service to our students. David teaches in our science department and teaches AP chemistry. And if you took chemistry in high school, I hear groans already. So you can imagine AP chemistry, but to walk into David's class and to see kids just committed to the subject and to see David's way of just making that understandable and applicable to students is just wonderful. And David does it in a way that he doesn't look for the pat on the back and he doesn't want the high fives. He just goes about his work every day to serve our kids. And we're going to tremendously miss David. Thank you, David, for 31 years of serving our students. I'd next like to recognize our classified staff member of the year at Milford High School, Mr. Matt Williams. Matt, if you want to come on up. At any point during the day, if you visit Milford High School, you will see Matt Williams and you will see a student right next to him. There's Matt, there's a student. There's Matt, there's a student. I don't think Matt has eaten lunch alone in years. Matt is there to serve our kids in so many ways, and you will never see Matt without a smile on his face. Our students adore him. Sometimes he does the work that others would go, oh, I have to. Matt does it with a grin and a cheerful spirit, and I can't imagine our students without the contributions that Matt makes to them on a daily basis. So on behalf of Milford High School, Matt, thank you.
We wanted to come and interrupt your class and let you know that for all the hard work you do for our kids every day and for years on years, we are thrilled to announce you as Milford High School's Teacher of the Year. Thanks for all you do for our kids. You are
Thank you so much. You guys are still taking your quiz.
Come on up, Melody. I think they lucked out. I think it turned into a group quiz that day, so they got a little bit of a bonus for being in that. They aced it. They nailed it. Melody teaches in our science department, and you can tell, you know, when we make the right pick for Educator of the Year at Milford High School, you just know. When the staff found out, the smiles of her colleagues were just tremendous. Her colleagues think the world of her, and I really believe that as a principal, one of the greatest compliments that I can give a teacher is to say, I want my child, my boys, I want them in your class. And Melody, I would love my boys to have you as their teacher. Congratulations.
Thank you, Principal Kaufman. At this time, would Dean Joe Moon and all the Live Oaks honorees join us onto our stage left area?
have to adjust it from Rob. Good evening. I first want to recognize our business partner for this year. We would like to thank and recognize the Christ Hospital and Mr. Timothy Conroy for their partnership and contributions to our school and to our community. They have been a huge help in us getting started with a phlebotomy program at Live Oaks in our health tech program. So, Mr. Conroy. I next want to recognize our 2 retirees. Between the 2 of them, they have 57 years of dedicated service to Great Oaks and commitment to Live Oaks. And believe it or not, 57 years is unbelievable. They don't seem like they could have that many years in. But I want to thank and congratulate Donna J. for 28 years of service and commitment to the Great Oaks career campuses. I also want to thank and congratulate Miss Sandy Stanford for 29 years of service and commitment to the Great Oaks career campuses. Sandy? And it just so happens that Sandy is our classified staff member of the year. We are recognizing her as our classified volunteer person, and we want to thank her for all that she does for our students, staff, and school. When you come through the door at Live Oaks, it's a very welcoming environment, and Sandy has a lot to do with that because she greets everyone with a smile. So thank you, Sandy. Congratulations. So you have signs and balloons and a raspberry cake. We heard you were asking about cookies earlier. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to recognize and congratulate, Mrs. Stephanie Russello for her commitment and dedication to our students, families, and our community. We appreciate all that you do to make a special place for our students. And one thing about Stephanie, I've had the pleasure of observing her for the last couple of years, and talk about a teacher that gets it with students, staff, and administration. Stephanie is that person. So congratulations, Stephanie.
Thank you, Dean Moon. No one heard it or saw it. It's okay. You're fine. Again, thank you. Would Principal Dr. Brian Regal join me to the stage right now, and as well as all the Milford Christian Academy honorees.
You are the Teacher of the Year for Milford Christian Academy. So congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
And,
Stop.
This is
Wait, I can't put that man flags on.
So we just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Fired after that video.
It's my privilege to introduce to you our Teacher of the Year at Milford Christian Academy, and that's Mrs. Carol Mendel. I'd like to thank her for her commitment and dedication to our students, our school families, and our community. She's been a part of Milford Christian Academy for 18 years and in education for 38 years. Her passion for English is superior than any English teacher I've ever seen, and that shows in our ACT scores for our English. We appreciate all you do, and we thank you for your service to our community and our school and your church. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Principal Regal. Please join me in a round of applause for all of the honorees this evening. As a reminder, if you have not seen Maddie yet, she is to your left, my right, to go take pictures whenever you have a chance or here at the end of the evening. Just want to take a couple shameless plugs for the Chamber at this point. We do have a couple big events, two of our biggest events throughout the year that we do have coming up here soon. Frontier Days will begin Thursday, May 30th, and run through Sunday, June 2nd, so hope to see everyone out there. Also, we have Street Eats Miami. It will be Saturday, August 3rd. And for those that have not seen, it is being moved to Eastside Christian Church. They've agreed to partner with us this year. So last year, Miami Meadows, moving it to Eastside this year. So again, looking for a huge turnout for this event. I'd also like to thank all of our elementary schools for the centerpieces. Please feel free to take them home with you. I'd like to thank Rob Dunn. He is our committee chair through the Chamber. He recently had to step down. Obviously, he's a very, very busy man. But thank you for help making sure this event went off without a hitch once again, Rob. Also, special thank you to Will Mins in the back of the room from Miami Township for all of your hard work on the video. This man has been hitting his cues all night, so big round of applause for him. I'd also like to thank ICRC for filming the event this evening. Also, thank you to Milford Miami Township Interim Executive Director Andrea Brady for being my right-hand man tonight with all of this. Thank you to Rachel Witt. She is unable to attend tonight, but she is our administrative assistant with the Chamber. Again, helped pull all of this together with Andrea this evening as well. And then last but not least, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Once again, SHP Leading Design, Sherifax Credit Union, Texas Roadhouse, Talamed, GSM Recycling, Park National Bank, RDI Corporation, the City of Milford, and Miami Township. And again, I guess last but not least this time, thank you again for the Oasis Conference Center for once again hosting this wonderful event. This does conclude tonight's program. So thank you everyone for attending and have a great night.